Zuar Jarrett is a true example of a hip, hot and happening young entrepreneur who lives the college lifestyle. So let's hear how he balances being a successful architect and living life to the fullest.
This is Ard Jarrett and... Alright, 2 seconds. Alright, nice. Zuar Jarrett, architect, designer, fiction lounge, and you're watching College Lifestyle.
If you catch me at the border, I got visas in my neck. If you come around, I'll make them all day. I get one down in a second if you...
What's up? This is 10A West Kings House Road, offices of Zora Limited. 10A is a very special place. Perry Hensel, who directed and produced and masterminded The Harder They Come, sets the stage for the creativity that happens at 10A.
But with eyes shut, it's you I'm thinking of.
But how we move from A to B, it can't be up to me, cause you don't know who I was before you.
Homegrown, homebred, and ultra patriotic. I think the best creativity is homegrown, and this is where it is. Architecture came the natural driven thing because of creativity, and that whole, your parents want you to have a profession. So artist was out, musician was out.
Against the grain should be a way of life. What's worth the prize is always worth the fight.
The Caribbean School of Architecture is one of the best in the world for architecture and design, and 6 years of school was a long time, but it paid off. We actually go up there now and do some guest critiques and lecture series and stuff. It's a powerful movement, I walk into a meeting with all the 60-year-old guys in suits and starched shirts, and I have on a pair of pink sneakers, a t-shirt and a tie. They're like, very, what's going on here? But you know what? This is college lifestyle. This is the look of somebody who has gone through college, has an identity, has taken things from, soca fets, final fets, dancehall culture, you not sleeping for 5 days to prepare for exam, and then going and partying because you can't sleep because the adrenaline rush is there. You know what I'm saying? All those things, don't forget them. Don't go out in the work environment and, be that older 4 generations ago guy who used to make his corporate decisions a certain way. College lifestyle is something that, don't shed the layers of your college life and culture and experience. Bring all of those and make your own personal college lifestyle and bring it into a professional lifestyle. You got the pink shoes, dude?
That don't kill me, can only make us stronger.
I think being an entrepreneur and running my own company was something that was just from I was a child. The transition was natural after the experience was gained, and I found that I actually wanted to push the envelope a little bit and jump head first. Jamaicans are always very skeptical about going out and starting your own business, but I didn't feel that at all. Alarm goes off aggressively at 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm usually up before that, like about 6:30. What does the day start with? Some kind of blended, strange, organic juice to kind of tap into that healthy side. Check the BlackBerry messages, see if any messages or emails came in that are, very pressing, that I need to jump on. Read the paper from the day before, kind of get that whole, breathe some fresh air in and start the day, reflect on what's going to happen. And then I run down to the office. Office opens at 8:30. Basically check off everybody's roles from the design team, production team, and admin, just to see that everybody's meeting their targets and stuff. Lunch is usually 12:30, but usually can't eat until 2. It's kind of like pushing the envelope. And then before you know it, 5 o'clock is here and the official work day is over, but it feels like my work day has just started. Everything winds down, and that's actually the time where you actually get a little peace and quiet to start creatively getting into the design mode and conceptual mode. And I'm usually heading home close to midnight on a regular day.
Well, it's midnight, damn right, we're wound up too tight. I got a fist full of wind.
Motivation comes from the smallest to the biggest things in day-to-day life. I mean, Fiction Lounge is a testament. You have modern renditions of like a Victorian chandelier. You have Indonesian statues.
We're taking it to fiction, yeah. Fresh in the affliction, taking it to fiction. Champagne popping down like it's the addiction.
What you get, what you get? Because I'll bring the fire, make you come alive. I can take you higher.
Every moment in every day is motivation to change how you do things, you know. When you step away and look at how things are put together, that's where the passion is. And details are very important in making the simplest thing beautiful, you know. And we take a lot of time in my studio, and the team takes a lot of time in honing detail. This is actually a picture of my mother. People come in here and think it's me. It's very strange, but it's when she was 19. I think it was photographed by Ken Ramsey, so it's very special. It's motivation to keep the vibe going, and she's the center of my creativity, so love mom. She's been there from inception, and she's been a part of the whole process, and from a creative aspect as well. My father's a musician, so music is in my blood, and I think that fluidity, you know, from a musical standpoint, kind of exudes itself in my work a lot. Driving through the countryside, there's so many materials that, you know, people use indigenously for years, like the woven wood material used to build like a shack that somebody sells oranges and bananas from. I mean, if you take that material out of that context and merge it with stainless steel and the right lighting and the right colors, you'd be so surprised how people will appreciate it in a different context. I once did a condo for a client that was a studio.
I just wanna be successful. I just wanna
We had quartz stones flown in from Australia to line the floor of the bathroom. And there was a water feature that actually flowed water into the floor, and you stepped over these quartz stones to walk into a shower enclosure. And everybody that has actually seen and walked into that space has stayed in there for at least an hour and they haven't showered. Everybody needs structure, and everybody needs exposure to a certain kind of thinking, and everybody needs to be sat down and taught about the world and the professions that make the world up. And people need to understand that a college education is not only about textbooks, classrooms and exams. It's about the social experiences that you get on campus and the people that you meet from all over the world, and you know, the photo club and the jazz club and the guitar club, and you know, it really exposes. I met a guy who studied architecture who came from Mandeville that, you know, if it wasn't fried chicken, rice, tomato and lettuce, him not eating it. You understand? And I think after 4 years of a tertiary level education where you're exposed to different culture and stuff, I mean, you know, we were bouncing sushi the other day. I mean, I was kind of impressed. I think the stress of a university environment is the perfect place to test your skills, you know, to see how much you can take, how much you can't, and how to learn how to take more and more and more before you get that piece of paper with your name on it, you know. It's 3 o'clock. It's a Wednesday. I'm sitting on a podium in a VIP booth of a club drinking cranberry juice. This is my college lifestyle.
This the blueprint, nigga, follow this. This what tomorrow is.